cracking, people? It's your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, today I'd like to present Exhibit B for the case of Carlton. Now, in the previous video, I presented 10 points that I wanted to put out there so that people can have that in the back of their mind so that they can review the sum of their experiences. And when I say people, I mean specifically fundamental Black Americans who have lived in urban spaces, who have come from the rural areas where they're highly concentrated and densely populated with other fundamental Black Americans. I wanted to put those 10 points about how you may or may not have been a Carlton or had an upbringing that's similar to the trope that is passed around of the educated lame that I've labeled as Carlton. In this exhibit, I'd like to present 3 luminaries, depending on where you stand in, from the past and present space, but they represent an interesting dynamic regarding what the educated lame or Carlton can or has looked like. The first example I'd like to present is Johnny Cochran. He was born in October of 1937 and passed in March of 2005. Johnny Cochran is most famously known as the lead defense attorney in the O.J. Simpson trial, but throughout the course of his career, he has displayed one of the more brilliant minds from the fundamental Black American community, and has showed his prowess as a genius tactician. But not only that, he was building towards, in the latter stages of his career and life, he was building himself as a skilled social developer. The Carlton firm was well entrenched in philanthropic pursuits and also on a mission of socially uplifting those who were the recipients of injustice throughout the American justice system and throughout the neighborhoods within this country. The second example I'd like to present is Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now, he's a well-known astrophysicist who came from humble beginnings to skyrocket to the global stage. He made being smart sexy, if you would ask him that. That's up for debate, but we all know, or he's well known for his successful geek culture acceptance to the point of doing shows with the Roots crew, to being on late night television, to hosting forums about the reach out for the STEM culture in America. So he's a very well-known luminary today who would also be considered, in the educated lame or Carlton column, simply because his pursuits of science and technology and looking beyond and having these discussions with other people who mainstream society may view as quote unquote boring, quote unquote, magnifying glass to ant people. Third, I'd like to present a younger generation of quote unquote educated lames. This is Marcus Brownlee. Now, for those who do not know who Marcus Brownlee is, he is a superstar in the YouTube space regarding his tech reviews. Let's just put this one little caveat out there. Marcus Brownlee has a net worth of more than $1 million, okay? So he is a millionaire, a young Black millionaire, because of his mind, because of his curiosity, because of his ability to analyze something unapologetically, the way he sets up his videos, the way he does his analysis and goes into various areas of technology, which would normally for the layperson be considered as unnecessary or boring or a throwaway issue, there are major players in the tech industry that seek him out to review and to display their products. He regularly meets with titans of tech. A notable example is Elon Musk. He's got a series where he toured the Tesla factory. So one last thing I want to put out there about Marcus Brownlee is that he's also sat down with other prominent black men, including Neil deGrasse Tyson, and had discussions about progressing, activity and curiosity in the mobile or the global market spaces. On the flip side of that, these three gentlemen, and more notably Neil deGrasse Tyson and Marcus Brownlee, have videos that circulate about them not being on the quote-unquote he can get it list. And again, this is one of those things that lie at the crux of the educated lame / Pookie and Ray Ray debate about what is value, and should value be measured in your ability to reproduce? Because at the end of the day, attraction is for the purpose of reproduction. But when we talk about the Carlton side of it, you still have to have a structure. You still have to have a nest built and protection in the modern world, because protection in this modern space is technology, is financial stability. And that's something that Carltons have cornered the market, so to speak, on in the greater expanse outside of ghetto life or the rural American life. These are three examples of would-be Carltons or AKA educated lames. And I'd like to posit that at their core, they want to show those from the ghetto to the global space within the FBA and diasporic community a way to navigate the codes of this social matrix. And with that, stay tuned for Exhibit C of the case for Carlton. As always, this is your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying, stay sharp and mission focused.